Hello, welcome in. Hey, TT. Alright, give me 1 second. Alright, so we're at 8. They done took me out the algorithm again. So if it doesn't notify y'all, sometimes make sure the notifications are on. You guys know, but it's doing it again. So let's see. Alright, so you said, is there anything you should know about or that your principal is not telling you? Let's see. Let's see. Alright, so what is there anything that TT should know that her principal is not telling her? Let's see. Let's see. We got the Emperor. Is there anything that TT's principal is not telling TT? Okay. What's the Tower here? There is a shakeup when it comes to, I do feel like you already kind of know about this though, but there is a shakeup when it comes to some sort of authority, okay? So there's judgments being made, and there could be a little bit of chaos with the Five of Swords, and the Knight of Swords here. Not full-blown arguments, but there is some sort of tension between staff, okay? Let's see. Yeah, it's not a full-blown like fight or anything, but it's tension between, doesn't have to be you, but tension in the, people agreeing in the workplace. There's issues with people, wanting to make or have say in certain things that they don't have say in. Let's see. Yeah, and I'm hearing grown people talk, so it's not about the kids. Okay, I don't see anything about the kids, but grown people talk. So it's the adults in your workplace talking. I don't see anything really hidden right now, okay? But I do see disruptance when it comes to some sort of leader or person in a higher position. Somebody in the workplace feels like they have to make a quicker decision so that everybody's happy, but it's like the person in charge knows that they're not going to make everybody happy with their decision. So let's see. What's the Four of Wands here? Somebody in your workplace also may end up working from home, okay? Queen of Wands reverse. Yeah, Page of Pentacles reverse. Yeah, I don't see anything really hidden. It's more so like things that she has to do and take care of. She could be very busy. A lot of things on her plate to deal with. Yeah, this is like her waiting for, or the principal, wishing that things would speed up and be over and that there would be a new beginning, like tomorrow, okay? But obviously that's not how things work, right? So it's just like things she has to do it's responsibility. I don't see her not telling you anything, okay? Let me see. Is there anything that TT's principal is not telling her? Uh, let's see. Is there anything that TT's principal is not telling her? The principal is hoping that someone makes the right decision in the workplace, okay? Something about July could be significant, okay? Don't pay, like I said, don't pay attention too much to the timing. We do have July here. So something about the summer. Let's see. Something may take up to like 6 months as well to be completely fixed. We have mechanic here. Yeah, like the summer to December or the summer till winter time could be significant when it comes to some sort of changes that they're making, changes and improvements. So it is the foundation of the school right now is kind of shaky, okay? But it's like I said, things she has to handle. I don't really see this being something to do with you, okay? We have dog tags reverse. Yeah, I don't think it's something to do with you. But she does appreciate your conversation or your honesty in the workplace. Yeah, heart to heart. Let's see. We have poison reverse, lake reverse. I mean, the good thing is that she feels like you're somebody who she can trust, okay? I'm not seeing anything crazy. I feel like this is outside of you. But yeah, overall, she's trying to wait for new changes, improvements to be made. You know, like I said, this could take up to like 6 months. Like I said, from the summer to the winter time, okay? For things to be fully established later on. Let's see. But yeah, I see chaos in the workplace. I don't see anything necessarily that she's not telling you, but it's more so like what she needs to take care of and what she wishes would speed up and be done, even though that's obviously, you can't fast forward days, right? So I'm not seeing anything hidden, okay? But that's what I got. So I guess you could say like it's not what she's not telling you, it's more so just things that she has to take care of outside of you. Yeah, because she doesn't want to deal with chaos. Nobody does, right? Let's see. But she is very determined to get something done, okay? When it comes to the workplace, she's very determined to, get to the bottom of what she feels like is needed to make the workplace go a lot smoother, okay? Yeah, I'm not getting anything about you right now, okay? But that is what I got. And yeah, we have continuous learning, okay? So that sounds like workplace stuff that she has to handle. Alright, let me get your timestamp and then you can drop your next one, okay? Oh, don't fall. Alright. Okay, so I'm going to ask first because I'm not sure if there's any changes. Well, we're not sure if there's any changes involving you. So I'm going to ask a yes or no first, okay? Let's see. Or are you asking like just in general? Let me know so I ask it properly. Are you asking like just in general or in your workplace? TT? I'm going to type it in the chat. I don't know if you heard me. Because I don't want to start the question and then you be um, wanting to know a different question. So I'm making sure before we start. Okay, workplace. All right, so what are some changes that TT will be experiencing in her workplace? Let's see. What are some changes that TT can be or will be experiencing in her workplace? Okay. Okay. Got a lot of Aries energy. Changes for TT in the workplace. I see you improving when it comes to, and I'm not saying that you're all over the place in the workplace, but if you feel like you needed or need to have more discipline or more of a schedule in the workplace, I see that coming in for you. Okay, so that's a good change that you'll be experiencing in your workplace is more of a consistent routine. Okay, let's see. Could also be more money coming in with the King of Pentacles. Yeah, you're gonna feel like you don't have to work as hard to, or work as long, I should say. You're gonna feel like you don't have to work as long, but you'll be getting more money. Okay, so that sounds like a pay raise, some type of pay raise. Let's see. Ooh, okay, changes coming in for TT. Make sure that you are staying on track, okay? Because I do see chaos here when it comes to something about your routine. I do see it improving, but make sure to you got to tell yourself and make a plan for yourself as well. Okay, let's see. But your hard work will pay off. Okay, let's see. I do see you spending more time by yourself. Okay, when it comes to you in the workplace. So I don't know if you interact with certain people at work or not, but even if you do like speak here and there to somebody in your workplace, I see you spending more time alone. Okay, it could be in your office or your room. Okay, let's see. Yeah, this is like you focusing more. Okay, you'll stay focused. You'll stop giving to other energies or stop you know, paying attention to other people around you, okay? And that's going to make you more consistent with the things that you have to do, okay? So I'm not saying you do a lot of chatter or, you know, socializing in the workplace, but I see you being more to yourself, and that's going to be something that drastically improves your, you know, your work life, your work environment for you, okay? Let's see. I don't want to use this. Okay. We have rough road. It says prepare carefully before you continue, for it's a long journey ahead. Yeah, so something that you're going to be doing in the workplace involving some changes is going to be, you know, kind of rocky, but it's going to make you grow, okay? It's going to make you thrive and, you know, get ahead. Because I was hearing a second ago, like, you know, that Drake song, oh, it's not frozen for me over here, but it'll be on the playback, okay? But because I timestamped them afterwards, so save the link, and then you can watch it back because it should fix itself, but because it's not frozen for me over here, so it might be on your end. Yeah, because I think it's on your end. It's working for me over here. But yeah, I just don't like to repeat readings because then I forget like where I lose track and focus. So, but the timestamps will be always posted after. Okay. So let's see. Let me reread your question. Okay, so what new changes are coming in for TT in her workplace? You'll also be getting clarity about what's next when it comes to some sort of transition. Okay. Oh yeah, that's one of the last things I said. I was bringing up his song. Started from the bottom, now we're here. That's what I was hearing as a channel message. But you'll be experiencing or hearing clarity about what's next when it comes to some sort of someone's transition, whether that's in the workplace or out of the workplace. Okay. It could be somebody who's leaving the workplace. We have one last move. Alright, and we have stay in the flow. Okay, so, excuse me. It says surrender to the rhythm of life, remaining open to opportunities and lessons as they naturally unfold. Okay, let's see. Changes coming in for TT in her workplace. Yeah, so I see you going more with the flow, not really focusing on the outcome of certain situations. Okay, so that's good. And we have answers unfold. So yeah, the less you, excuse me, the less you focus on how something's gonna turn out, that's when the answers are gonna come in for you easier or quicker. Okay, so let's see. But I see you being more open-minded when it comes to outcomes of things in your workplace. Okay. Let's see, we have saving grace. Forgiving yourself and others heals the wound and it sets you free. Anything else? changes coming in for TT in her workplace. Yeah, I see you standing firm as well. Like you're going to be standing your ground in the workplace as well. Okay, so if there's any, troubles or anything like that, you'll be standing your ground, not letting people like walk all over you. Okay, it's like you putting your foot down, speaking up for yourself. Okay. Whoa, flipped over. Okay. Anything else for TT? But yeah, I see you having more patience down the line. Okay, so that's a good change coming in, and you'll be experiencing opportunities. Okay, but I see you needing and being more open to different outcomes, okay? Especially in the workplace. And your job is secure, okay? So throughout these changes, your job is still secure. So if you're ever wondering, like, oh my God, am I not going to have this or am I not going to have my job or something, your job is secure, okay? And lastly, we have scales of balance, okay? So you'll be experiencing, a more steady workplace, a more peaceful workplace, but there may be some things going on around you that are kind of chaotic, okay? But like I said, I think that's around you. So you're not the one who's going to really be experiencing the chaos. It's more so, yeah, around you. All right, but that's what I got. Make sure to plan accordingly, do things the right way, stay focused. Being to yourself in the workplace will be also beneficial for you. And take precautions, okay, before you do certain things, especially if they're new. Okay, make sure you have you do all your research and like I said, trust the outcomes that happen for you, or be open and trust the outcomes that are going to be coming in for you, and be more firm in your workplace. Okay. I don't know if it's still froze or not, but that's what I got. Yeah, because I don't, it's not working for me over here, so it might be on your end, but that's okay. It should work when the live is over. All right. All right, you guys, the list is open. Make sure to read the pinned message, the board. We're doing personal readings right now. Prices are also up here. Okay, the two options. And then, yeah, make sure to like the video. And read the Nightbot messages in the chat. I wrote those out myself, so please read the Nightbot messages so you know what's going on as well. Okay? Thank you, thank you. Hello, welcome in. Alright, I got yours, Charlotte. Let's see. And then when you're ready, you could drop your question. Welcome in. Is the live working for you? It should be, I hope so. Alright, let's see. So you said, how do your coworkers view you? Let's see. Let's see. Alright, so for Charnette, let's see. How do Charnette's coworkers view Charnette? Let's see. How do Charnette's coworkers view her? Let's see. Okay. Ten of Pentacles. They see you as somebody who's stable, okay? Or you got money. Hopefully they're not pocket watching you. But we got the Ace of Swords, okay? They feel like you're somebody who's very sharp. Like you say what you mean what you say, okay? Let's see, like you're very good at speaking, or even when you do speak, you still say, yeah, exactly what you need to say. Like you don't really, you're not gonna say too much if you don't need to, you know. Some of your coworkers feel like you hold back. Yeah, something about what you say or what you don't say. Let's see. Like you're not one to make small talk really in the workplace. That's how they see you. Like every time they talk to you, it's like, oh, was she gonna say something else? Maybe not. It's like they wonder like what else is, going on with you. But if you don't bring it up, then they're not gonna, pry for it. Okay. Let's see. They see you as somebody who is pretty calm, pretty collected, or at least you appear that way. Okay. But it's like they want to know more about you because they feel like you're not saying certain things that go on in your could be your personal life, to be honest. Okay. It's like you see the strength card. I always notice how like the lion right here, how she's like trying to. It looks like she's trying to take something out his mouth, right? It's like they want to hear more about you or from you. You might be the type of person who kind of, you go to work, you do your job, then you leave, and then you're like nowhere to be found. Okay, let's see. Yeah, you give grown woman energy in your workplace. Okay, so I don't know if you work with younger people or maybe people who are more like immature or something like that, but they see you as somebody that they can't really not joke with, but it's like they feel like if they were to talk to you more, that sometimes you may not, you might be like, okay, and why is that funny? Like you might be kind of serious to these people, okay? Let's see. Like no nonsense. That's the vibe that you give to these people. They're older than you, but yeah, the Page of Cups is reversed here, so they could be older, but like young-minded, okay? Let's see. Yeah, but they feel like they can't really have not not that you're controlling their fun or whatever, but they feel like they can't gossip or they shouldn't gossip around you. It's like they feel like they have to tighten up when you're around in the workplace. Like you don't like to gossip, you're not one to be like, "Oh my god, did you hear what Sally said, yesterday? Did you see? Or did you see Jared? Did you see Jared fall? Oh my god, I can't believe that. That was so funny." Like it's like they feel like they can't say stuff like that around you because you're gonna be like, okay, people fall every day. People That happens every day. You know, they feel like you're not really as, what's the word? I don't know, whimsical? I'm hearing whimsical. They feel like you're not as whimsical, like you're very serious in the workplace, or at least that's how you come off, okay? But they do feel like you make good decisions, okay? They feel like you're somebody that they can go to when there's an issue or when there's a problem. They feel like, okay, I should ask Charnette for this, or I should ask Charnette's advice, you know, for this situation. They feel like you're somebody who is, like I said, very mature, okay? Or you have a more mature mindset than these people. Therefore, they feel like they can approach you for like adult things. And I know we're all adults, right? But there's something about these people in your workplace that seem kind of immature minded, okay? Or maybe they're just, you know, it could be stunted growth. Okay, let's see. Seven of Wands reverse. Sometimes I feel like you're kind of overwhelmed a lot in the workplace, though. It could be because of a love connection that you're no longer in with the Two of Cups reverse here, okay? So some of them do or can tell, you know, you might be not feeling the best or not having the best day because of, you know, some romantic situation. We have the Page of Swords here as well, okay? So they do watch you a lot. Okay, I don't know if you have some sort of leadership position, but you do give leader energy in the workplace. Okay, so you know how there's sometimes those coworkers who, you if you walk into the establishment or any establishment and you're like, oh, I thought you were the manager. They're like, no, I'm just an employee. It's like that's the energy that you give off. It's like you could be the boss or you could be, you know, the leader, whoever's in charge. Okay, let's see. But they feel like you don't talk much. They feel like you don't talk much. That you're no nonsense. Like a boss. You're not like if you were. I don't know if you are the boss or not, but this is like if you were their boss, you'd be the boss that people feel like, oh my God, Charnette's coming. Put your phones away. Put your you know, go stack those boxes real quick. You know, like she's coming, she's coming, she's coming. Or Charnette's coming tomorrow. Oh my God, you know. So this is like they feel like you're real serious, you know. But that you're a good worker. Like you do your job, you do what you're supposed to. But when it comes to like more personal stuff and you know, kikiing, you know, they feel like you're not the person to, you know, do that type of stuff. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, that would make sense. I was like, I don't see you talking much, but you do your job, so that's good. Let's see. How do Charnette's coworkers view Charnette? And my nose keeps itching. Okay, we got the laboratory. That's my Virgo card. Let's see. Delivery. Okay. Also, something about the way you speak. I mean, if you work, I don't know if you work over the phone. You said, do you have a phone thing or something? Because it's something about the delivery. Like you get a lot of messages, or you have to go through a lot of emails or something like that. Okay, and you don't like when things aren't perfect. We have seeking perfection. So your coworkers feel like, you know, don't talk to you unless everything's in order. Okay, let's see. Yeah, you could be very busy. You see all these boxes? Ah. But I was seeing these more as like, you know, emails or, you know, things to take care of. A whole lot of work to do, things to sort through, messages to answer. Let's see. Damn, that I don't know why that. It could be just, you know, your delivery, like also with your voice, your communication, like the way you speak to people, which it's not a bad thing if you're, you know, if that is your job, you know, like if you're doing customer service over the phone, you know, you should be more serious. That makes sense. But your coworkers or the people that you work alongside is they feel like you're kind of cutthroat. At least that's how they view you, okay? Let's see. And you're on top of things. Like you're not one to leave your work. I'm not sure if you're able to do this or not, but you know how sometimes people leave work for the next day? This is like, okay, well, Charnette's not going to leave until she finishes everything that she needs to finish, or else it'll bother her. Okay, let's see. Anything else? Yeah, fuel station reverse. You can also feel like you're very tired all the time, but you stay professional, and you don't like working around other people. We got third parties reverse. Okay, yeah, this is. There's another Virgo card with changing them reverse. Like you're not really focused about what everybody else is doing. You're focused on your work, and you're not really gonna reach out to other people that do the same thing that you do. Yeah. We have proposal reverse, looking you up reverse. Like you're not gonna pay attention to anything in the workplace that is you know, not your business. You know, like if okay, well, Josh over there, you know, he's doing his thing. Cool, nice to meet you, Josh. Okay, let's go our separate ways. You know, it's like you're very focused. You're very I'm hearing one track minded, but I don't know if that's the same. But yeah, you focus on what you need to focus on, and you don't really care to step outside of your own job, you know, or the tasks that you have to do. You're not really like trying to interact with folks like that. But that is what I got. Yeah, I feel you. I feel like a lot of my channel is supposed to be leaders and or work from home or something like that. So I feel like I attract a lot of people on here who are in that type of energy. That's why I always encourage it. If you can start your own business, if you can work for yourself or by yourself, do it. Alright. Did you get notified? I think YouTube's taking me out the algorithm again slowly, so make sure notifications are on. It's slowing down. Okay, good, good, good. As long as y'all get notified, that's good. Maybe I should have made my channel during a different month, like Taurus or something, so it could be consistent. My channel's a Libra. It'd be up and down with the views for a couple months, and then it goes down, and then it goes up, and then it goes down. If y'all didn't know, everything has a birth chart. It's kind of interesting to look at. I think Google's a Virgo. You can always look up when something was created, and then that's that thing's or foundation's zodiac sign. Alright, but the list is open. Oh, what the heck? Hey, Michelle, welcome in. Hello, hello. I'm gonna gonna look up if it's gonna be a new or full moon in a couple days, cause I'm feeling like it's about to happen. Let me see. Moon. May. What's today? 12. Yep. See, I always know. The full moon, or the new moon in Taurus is on the 16th. I always feel it. I always feel, because I get like extra exhausted and shit. Today's a moon in Pisces. You said you forgot. That's a excuse me. Damn. That's okay. It happens to me too. Sometimes I text them to myself if I really don't want to forget, but it happens. I feel you. Whoa. Oh my gosh. I feel like I wake up with stuff on my mind. I have a lot of thoughts when I wake up. I'm like, oh. And then I go back to sleep. Maybe it's because I was born in the morning. But if, excuse me, if you guys got any questions, feel free to book, okay? I'm going to be here for at least a couple hours. And then I'm going to get off here, turn on notifications if you haven't already. Okay, good. Was it sounding normal again? Alright, I got yours, Michelle. Let's see. Let me get you in the raffle. Yeah, I'm not sure, but at least it worked now. Alright. I think my pen's running out of ink. I need to grab that pillow. My back is, I don't know what the hell. Hopefully this helps. I don't know. Oh, I gotta get up. Okay. And you guys know you can always, if you ever have, as long as you join the lives, you can get live reading prices. Okay, so if you ever want to save a question or two for later, because some people do that as well, you can do that too. I have a couple people who do that. It's no problem. But that's, you know, you got to join the lives to get those, the live prices. No, you're good. I'm getting this incense out. Come on. Okay. Ooh, what the heck? Where? Oh, it's right here. I was gonna say, who's taking my stuff? It's me. Okay. So let's see. Okay, so you said, how did your nephew cuh or coo? It's right? Colleague. Oh, did you spell it out for me? I'm crying. Okay, let's see. You said how? Okay, so how does Michelle's nephew colleague feel about her? You sneaky. That's good though. It worked. It worked. All right, let's see. How does Michelle's nephew colleague feel about Michelle? Let's see. You got the Knight of Pentacles. They feel like you are a very hard worker, okay? That you are very responsible and that you are somebody who likes to look toward the future, okay? So this person feels like, yeah, because why am I hearing when in doubt? You know how people say, when in doubt, da 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 da, it out, right? So you're a person in this colleague's life that you kind of try to see the bigger picture of certain situations, okay? I don't know if you've ever said that quite literally to him, but like when in doubt, thug it out, whatever, whatever people say. There's something about your motivation or the way that you keep it pushing or you keep moving along, and that helps you when it comes to your life choices. Let's see. The Six of Cups. He does feel like you have a toxic family that you've either gotten away from with the Six of Swords or that you are trying to get away from, or certain toxic family members, I should say. Okay, but they like you. They do like you. Yeah, the Page of Pentacles. Let's see. How does colleague feel about Michelle? They do feel like you're very helpful though, okay? Or like you do what you can, even if you're losing out, okay, on something. Or if they lose out on a certain opportunity, this colleague person feels like you're still gonna help people, even if like you can make it happen, or you can make something shake in a pinch. Let's see, and we have the Ace of Swords reverse. So you may not speak much to this person, but when y'all do speak, they feel like you might go through a lot of chaos, okay? But you're somebody who's gonna, cut illusions. Like you're gonna be telling people exactly what happened. Like you're not afraid to say the truth about certain situations, even if other people around you are not really wanting you to open up about certain things or call them out. Okay, so they kind of see you as like a truth seeker, truth teller, even if it's not the best for other people. Okay, let's see, but they do look up to you because I'm seeing like a what movie was that with what was her name? Like the girl in the damn. It's gonna be hard for me to explain. It's like himself or he sees himself as like somebody he wants. He sees you as somebody who he wants to be like, in the future. Because I'm seeing that what is that movie? Hold on, I'm sorry, I gotta look this up. I forgot her name. Movie where oh, Uptown Girls. Okay, have you seen that movie? Brittany Murphy. Brittany Murphy. I'm seeing it kind of like a dynamic like that, but I don't know. That movie could be significant. Let's see. Um, let's see. I already used that one. But yeah, it says a grown woman who kept her childish instincts and behavior starts working as the nanny of an 8-year-old girl who actually acts like an adult. Okay, so that was just the mini description. But let's see. All right, so for Michelle, how does Khalid feel about Michelle? How does Khalid feel about Michelle? Yeah, they feel like you're very forgiving. Even if you find out certain things, they feel like you forgive people a lot, or that you are trying to be understanding when it comes to certain things that are found out, or that you do find out. They feel like you're somebody who's very abundant, okay? Or you get money. Okay, let's see. But they also feel like you don't get the recognition that you deserve, okay? So it's like they notice that, some people may discredit you, or not give you your props in certain situations. Okay, let's see. Yeah, some people around you, or around, especially when it comes to you being a mom. This colleague person feels like you're a good mom, or that you've put in a lot of work, but people around you may not, give you the props to say you're doing a good job. Oh my God, I don't know how you did all this and still made it out. It's like they see your hard work when it comes to being who you are, being a mom, you know, keeping things together as best as you can. But they do see that other people don't give you your credit or your props. Okay, let's get a couple more. Ooh, let's see. Yeah, and that you're very nurturing. They see you as somebody who's very nurturing, but to a fault. Okay, maybe you stopped giving to certain people around you, or maybe even colleague, but there's a they see you as somebody who's still very nurturing, despite having to pull back from certain people or situations around you, because we have broke ass. So like, maybe you pretend to be broke, or that's something that you will do down the line, is pretend like you don't have it when people ask for it. Okay, so you could play broke. And we have jail, prison. You're going to prison. Let's see, what's the jail card here? I don't know if this person's been in and out of jail, or if they just have been, somebody who is, they can feel like you have been through what seems to be prison. Even if you haven't been to actual jail, it's like they can see you as somebody who you've been through hell and back. I'm in here, I'm not afraid to go back. You know how people be saying that? I'm not afraid to go back. Because we have hot ice, like hot and cold, okay? I do feel like you could do both, or you're very versatile in this person's eyes. Like, there's a lot of substance to you, to this person. Whoa, almost knocked that over. All right. But yeah, the jail doesn't have to be like literal jail. Sometimes it's spiritual jail. Sometimes it's, just feeling stuck, feeling like, what is that from Step Brothers, where he said something about this place is a prison. Well, something about a house could be significant that may have felt like a prison at some point. All right, but let me know your next one. Shanae, is that how you say it? Shanae. How does Shanae feel about Michelle? Let's see. Is this a family member or no? Let's see. How does Shanae feel about Michelle? How does Shanae feel about Michelle? How does Shanae feel about Michelle? Wait. Oh, okay. We have the Three of Wands. You can live at a distance or a short distance from this person. Okay. Let's see. This person sees you as somebody who they feel like you don't like them. Okay. They feel like or if you ever met this Shanae person, they feel like you are not really. They don't trust you. This person doesn't trust you. It's something about the way you come off or have come off when it comes to this person. Shanae does not. They don't trust your energy for some reason. Let's see. Yeah, so they kind of keep their distance from you. We have the devil here too. Why? What the heck? Let me see. Oh, you could be distant from the family. Okay, you could be distant from your family. I don't know. Maybe this Shanae person has a. You know how some people are like, oh, family over everything, and then some people are like, fuck the family. You might be the person who's low key like, fuck the family or fuck that person. This is someone who doesn't really, if you don't fuck with the family, they're like, fuck you. So she doesn't trust you. She doesn't trust your energy. She doesn't trust the fact that you're not around the family. Yeah, and then, yeah, I'm seeing travels here with the Eight of Wands. Yeah, especially if you left the family or certain family members behind, or she could feel like you left certain family members or situations behind. She feels like that's a disgrace. Why does she care? Let's see. We got the Page of Swords. She could be an air sign. She doesn't have to be, but she does have opinions on you. Okay, but I don't see them being the best opinions. This is like, oh, I don't think we should talk to Michelle because blah blah blah. I think we should stay away from Michelle because she doesn't mess with us. It's very like clicky. She's very clicky. You know, clicky energy. But she feels like it wasn't a good idea for you to not mess with certain family members. Yeah, she feels like you shouldn't have gone. You shouldn't have left. You got the Chariot reverse. Yeah, it's like she's like, why'd you go over there? Like I said, she could be somebody who, I don't know if she has Capricorn or Taurus in her chart, but this is like, if you're not close to her, or if you don't mess with the family like you used to, or in general, she doesn't trust. She likes things to be close, you know, even in proximity. So let's see. Damn, Ace of Cups reverse. Let me see why. Why is this Shanae? Why does Shanae not like Michelle's energy? She feels like you don't talk, you don't come around more or anymore. She feels like you're wanting to be by yourself, or you're choosing yourself is an issue for some reason. And that's somebody that, you don't need to be around anyways. Because if you're mad at somebody for wanting to go do what they want to do and for them to be happy, but since you don't want them to do what you want them to do, now it's a problem. Like that's weird. Let's see. How does Shanae feel about Michelle? How does Shanae feel about Michelle? Oh, yeah, she feels like you don't come around, you don't write them, you don't share the wealth. Like she could be financial independence reverse, so I don't know if she's struggling or whatnot, but she feels like, well, you don't help us out. You don't talk to us. You got writer reverse communication. A lot of her issue with you is about not being close, not staying in touch. Yeah, affairs reverse. So I don't know if you moved after some sort of like affair or divorce. I'm not saying you had an affair, but if you were in a relationship, if you moved after, you know, some sort of separation or something like that, she feels like you should have stayed close. Let's see. Yeah, something could have fell apart. I feel like you just wanted to pick up the pieces, and you have, for the most part, right? And this Shanae person feels like, well, you don't leave family. Look, possessive. Look, possessive. It's like she feels like, and you see these chains on this card right here? These chains right here? She feels like you need to stay where she can see you. I'm not saying literally see you, but it's like, damn. I don't know why she cares about other people's moves so much, but she's very family oriented. This person is very family oriented. Yeah, it's a lot of Capricorn vibes. I don't know if she is a Capricorn or not, but she definitely gives Capricorn. Because I know Capricorns love families at the end of the day. They love, even if it's not their family, they love family. But yeah, you said you didn't move back because you didn't want to be in their BS. They are always going at it. And yeah, that makes sense. Look, the bugaboo card is right here too. So you could have, yeah, felt like something is annoying. Something could have fallen apart. You didn't want to deal with that anymore. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, but you retreated. Okay, and that's not a problem. That's what I'm saying. Like if she gets mad at you for moving on to something more stable or calm, not as chaotic. That's a good thing. You should be happy for somebody who, you know, is trying to be better or live better. But she's very family over everything. I don't know if she has kids or will have kids, but yeah, like I said, those types of people, they wanna imagine if her kid wanted to go be I don't know, an astronaut. And she's like, no, I want you to be a doctor or whatever. It's like, well, why would you force your kid to be something that they don't want to be? You know, I don't believe in all that. You need to do what I need you to do. Parenting bullshit. You should care about your kid being happy and stable and learning life, you know, things that you need to know for life and stuff like that, and doing the best you can to raise somebody with the right mindset, setting them up for a good life, not a struggle. Yeah, and that's not your problem. That is not your problem. These people like her will be the same people who will, like I said, get mad at you for doing better. You need to put up with it. No, I don't. You know? Okay. Let's see. So how is your nephew EJ doing? You haven't met him yet. He lives with his grandmother. Okay, let's see. Alright, so how is Michelle's nephew EJ doing? Let's see. How is EJ doing? How is Michelle's nephew EJ doing? Let's see. Oop, oop, oop. Oh, why did I do that? Oop, oop, oop. Okay, let's see. How is EJ doing? How is Michelle's nephew EJ doing? Recovering. Recovering from some sort of painful ending, okay? Could be in the family or in a certain home. Could be dealing with a mother or a mother figure. Okay, let's see. What's the Two of Pentacles here? How has EJ been doing? Yeah, he's doing better than he was. I don't know if there was some sort of like I don't know if it was a death or something, or him losing, having to walk away from some sort of family member or family dynamic, but this is he's getting better with it. He feels more balanced, okay? He may not fully trust the people around him or in his environment, okay? Let's see. How has EJ been doing? Let's see. He has a big imagination though, okay? So this is some here like maladaptive daydreaming. So he could, I don't know if he has Pisces in his chart or not, but so we got Pisces, Sagittarius, Cancer energy here. But this is a person who they'll still dream big, even though things around them could be kind of chaotic. Okay, it's like they like to escape. They not like literally, but like in the mind, like escapism. So they'll like, you know how kids make up scenarios and shit. Uh, yeah, maladaptive daydreaming. Okay, let's see. But he's healing. The good thing is he's healing from whatever, painful ending that he experienced before. But he does have trust issues. Ooh. Yeah, some sort of anxiety is getting better. Yeah, see him moving forward emotionally. He's recovering. There's something about recovery here. I feel like it's emotional. Emotional recovery. Yeah. King of Cups. Let's see. I don't know if there's something about him having to move or whatnot, but some major change with family or the home. Some sort of like transition. Let's see. EJ. How how is Michelle's nephew EJ doing? Let's see. How is EJ doing? You might need a haircut. I don't know if you've seen pictures of this person, but he might need a haircut. He could be doing something different with his hair soon. Or just did something different with his hair. Why am I seeing the I don't know if you've seen on he's on TikTok and Facebook, but you know the guy, he's like he always says, do you have a wristband? I think his name's like Curvo or something. I think he's Haitian. But he does like parodies of you know, Haitian parents and stuff like that. Yeah, because I was just seeing the one clip where he's like at the beauty supply trying to buy a do rag or something, and he says like he will have no choice, or for his daughter, I forget, something like that. But anyways, something with this person's hair. He could need a haircut. Okay, I don't know if somebody's Haitian in your family or not, but you got Shy Guy. Let's see. You got Doctor. What's with this recovery? Something about recovery, him healing. Even the doctor card just came out. Okay. What is this about? What is the doctor card? Let's see. What is this? What is EJ healing from? Yeah, something to do with a move. Mm. Or movement. I'm getting something about him not really having, or not really being able to move very much. It's something about his healing that's significant. I'm not saying he's disabled or anything, but it's something with his healing. He's healing from something. It's getting better. I'm also hearing inflammatory, so I don't know. There could be some sort of, I don't know what sickness or whatever that would be necessarily, but something about him healing, walking, some sort of movement he's healing from. Let's see. I don't know why I'm seeing something with his legs. Okay. I mean, I don't know if you're going to talk to these people soon, but some sort of healing process it is getting better, okay? But, yeah, you may not know about this, or people around him may not know about this. I don't usually do health readings, but something about his health is coming out. We have fed up, frustrated over it, something difficult for him to deal with. It's getting better. Or this was happening to somebody around him. Like I said, because I'm getting a few situations. And then we also have cemetery, thief. It's some sort of chaos that he went through. Yeah, dishonesty, deception, trickery. He does not trust the people around him. This is giving trauma, you know? Oh, you said his mom had a condition, like her feet. Okay, okay. His mom, or not his mom, he may have something to do with his, yeah, because I'm seeing something about, I don't want to say polio, but I'm thinking, because when I saw this card, literally, I was seeing, it's not in the card, but I was literally seeing like those, I don't know what the word is, the things that they use to help people stand up, you know? Like I was seeing something like that, something with his legs or his health. Let's see. We got putting in the work. We got Aquarius energy here too. How is EJ doing? I do feel like this is something he can improve. Like I said, he's healing from it, but or something's getting better. I don't know if he's like beating the odds of some sort of, I don't want to say illness, but let me see. Let me pull a couple more. Yeah, because there will be growth. The good thing is like there will be growth with his healing process. I feel like it's emotional, physical, and mental. Because like something could really frustrate him, you know, something with his pain. Because you know it all ties together at the end of the day. Physical, mental, you know, give it time. It's in the works. Yeah, he will be feeling like himself again. Yeah, something's not gonna get worse. Thankfully, something's improving. Yeah, divine timing, hunter, survival, addiction. Yeah, there may be some sort of, it's something with his health going on. I don't know what that's about, but it is improving. He may have to take, you know, some sort of medication. I don't do health readings like that, so, but you know, I can't control if it comes out like that. I hope so too. All right. Oh, I just noticed these three were all facing up. Let's do that for all of them. Now they all look like the same deck. Alright, I just got yours. So let's see. Let's see, we got Michelle. Sorry, I was looking at the time, or the timestamp. Alright, let's see. Okay, 90, okay. Let's see. Alright, let me pull up this. Okay, let's see. So you said, how is your adopted nephew Joseph doing? Let's see. Never met him either. Okay, let's see. How is Michelle's adopted nephew Joseph doing? Let's see. I think this pillow is working. Let's see. How is Joseph doing? How is Michelle's adopted nephew Joseph doing? Let's see. This person's a chatterbox. Okay. Excuse me. Let's see. Ooh. How is Joseph doing? How is Joseph, Michelle's nephew, doing? Okay. Oh my goodness. I just knocked that over. Alright, let's see. This person is, this Joseph person, he is somebody who, I don't know if he's a fire sign or whatnot, but he could also be an air sign placement. But he is, it seems like very all over the place. Like a lot of energy. He does not like to do things the regular way, you know. Like this is somebody who will, you know, they don't read the directions. They don't like to read, okay, step by step. They're like, okay, I want to do it my way, you know. So they can be very independent. What's the Three of Swords here? They, when they don't get their way, like when they don't get to do things their way, they do not. It could also be a Taurus placement, okay? But when they don't get their way, they hate it. This is like somebody who they'll go pout, you know. Oh, you told me no. Well, I'm gonna go over here and make your life hell because you told me no. Like, it's that type of vibe. I don't know how old this person is, but he is very much my way or the highway. Why can't I have it? Why can't I have it that way? You know, na 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 na. You know those kids who always ask why, but why not? But why not? But why not? Like he's very curious, especially if he can't have things his way. Let's see. There is a part of him that I feel like chases doing things the wrong way because of what he's been through. Yeah, the Ten of Swords reversed. So he could be kind of you know how some people act out when they're, you know, in pain or they're hurting, right? I'm not saying he's hurting like a lot, but the Ten of Swords reversed here, that's like, you know, getting over some sort of painful ending or getting through some sort of painful ending. But there are certain things that he feels like he can't express himself properly with. So he's still learning to express himself, you know, and understand that he can't control everything. He can't have it his way 24/7, you know. So it's like that's something he's learning. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know if there's something about his mother that's not very attentive, or whoever he could be his birth mother or, you know, his adopted mother or whatever, whoever he stays with. He doesn't feel like there's someone who's, you know, very nurturing to him. It's giving acting out so that he can get attention or doing chaotic things, so, you know, because why can't I have it my way? Why does nothing go my way? You know, he may feel like there's a lot of things around him or that he experiences that are not fair, and that, you know, like I said, it's like he's trying to regulate his emotions. So let's see. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, that would make sense too. Him feeling like, why not? Why not this? Why can't I do that? You know. So hopefully they're not treating him like the oddball out. I hope not, because it's like he feels like he doesn't get certain things. It's almost like a why? A lot of repressed emotions. Let's see. How does or how is, excuse me, my nose is itching. Let's see. How is Michelle's adopted nephew doing? Joseph. How is Joseph doing? Ooh. Yeah, he feels like he doesn't get much, or he doesn't get what other people get. Like if somebody gives, you know, one of his siblings money, or you know, and he doesn't get money, why didn't I get money? Oh, you gotta wait till you're older. Okay, but why not? Why not now? Very curious, you know. I feel like he does question the right things, though, you know, because why not? Why doesn't he get money? Why does he feel like he's always being cheated out of something? Okay, so his control tactics could come from a place of not feeling in control of things around him. You know, that's usually why people are controlling, right? Because they feel like, okay, well, this is chaotic. I need to control something, and I'm going to control anything in my path that I feel like I can take control of. You know what I'm saying? So we have possessive reverse. Yeah, cowgirl. This is, he feels like he doesn't have, yeah, control, but he wants control. You know. And we have loyalty reverse. Yeah, he feels like he doesn't have people that he can really rely on. I feel like he does feel like the oddball out, even if they're not trying to purposely make him feel that way. Even through like, yeah, withdrawal, single, lonely, solitude. Could be something about the way they eat as well. Yeah, like feeling out of place. Could be something at dinner, like he feels like, the oddball out. You see this tree right here in the middle of nowhere? Okay? It's like picture him being this tree. Just, kind of sitting there. And he doesn't understand. Yeah, he's very like, this is a very curious person. Okay? There's nothing wrong with that. You should be curious in the world. You shouldn't just, you know, accept things for as they are just because so and so told you to. That's how you get trapped in cults and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just because you were taught one way or whatnot doesn't mean that that's how it should be or you should be. So, this person is very, he's questioning. I feel like he's at an age where he's definitely questioning why, and, why not? Okay, let's see. We have sacrifice, reverse. We have the T's, reverse. Yeah, he doesn't like being played with. He does not like being played with. He's very, I don't want to say serious, but like, what's the word? Like, be direct. This kid likes for people to be direct. And if you don't give him an answer, he hates that. He hates not knowing stuff, you know? Very talkative. Very, very talkative. Yeah, and there's something here about like why can't I have that? Why can't I don't know if his siblings are like older or maybe even younger than him, but he still it's like he still wonders why can't I do that? Why can't I, you know, why not? That's a big part of the message. It keep getting why not? Why can they do this and I can't do that? Why can this happen and then it not happen for me? Oh, really? Yeah. Sometimes it's not to talk about me, but I'm adopted, and my adopted parents. Well, it's technically my mom because I'm adopted through the family, but I was kept away from them and all that. But it's like my whole life my mom, my adoptive mom, told me, "Oh, your mom's so terrible. She's this and that." Like they always made me feel like she's a bad person. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like I met her in 2018, 2017, 2017, and I could see a lot of myself in her. I'm like, I'm not a bad person. We've all done bad shit at some point, you know what I'm saying? But just because someone is struggling, and you make it worse for them, people, of course, are gonna crash out eventually, you know what I'm saying? So it's a whole thing. Like, it really depends on your situation and how you grew up and stuff like that. And sometimes, yes, I always tell people this all the time. Being adopted doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be adopted into a better family. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you get placed in the the hands of Satan. You know what I'm saying? Just because somebody took you away from another environment just to put you in a horrible environment. So it's a thing. Sometimes it looks good on paper. For them though, the people adopting it does look good on paper, but it doesn't always mean that something is, wonderful and hooray, you know. Let me know your next one. That's why I think all adoptions should be open. I don't think you should ever hide that from your child, even if you think it's what's best for them. Imagine somebody telling you at age 30 that you're adopted. Then you feel like your whole life is a lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's traumatizing. So I hope his situation is open. Because as you grow up and stuff like that, sometimes, you know, you gotta, um, oh, you're good. Are you gonna be, you wanna save your question for later? Because the live's almost over. Because we're almost at the 2.5 hour mark. But, just let me know real quick if you wanna save your question for later or not. Or if you want me to answer it right now, just drop it in the chat. And you can always email me too. Okay, I got you. I'll mark it down. I think we're on the, yeah. So I'm just put later. We did 4. Alright, I got you. So yeah, the next live, or I'll probably be off here in like 30 minutes or less, so. But I got you. So yeah, you'll have 2 little. Alright, so let me mark off these. Alright, so let's see. Alright, so you said, how would things go if you moved to Nebraska? Ooh, excuse me. How would things go if Michelle moved to Nebraska? Let's see. Alright, let's see. How would things go if Michelle moved to Nebraska? I'd actually just put that over here. How would things go if Michelle moved to Nebraska? Let's see. How would things go if Michelle moved to Nebraska? Ooh. I wouldn't move to Nebraska. No. That's very clear right here. Okay, you things would be very chaotic. You would feel like, you want to go back home or wherever you came from. Okay, we have the death card, the five. Yeah, damn. Okay, Five of Cups, Death card, Eight of Wands reverse, Nine of Wands reverse. You would feel like nothing's working out for you. You would feel like, maybe you wouldn't be able to find the type of work, okay? You would not like it, okay? You would feel like the people around you are childish and, don't align with you. You would feel like you need to go back wherever you were once living, okay? So you would see the difference. You would definitely see the difference. Um, if you were to move to Nebraska from wherever you're at now. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, you would feel like the people around you are like not it. Something about the environment would be kind of terrible. You would not be happy there. Oh, you said move back to Nebraska. Okay, yeah, so you already know. You would be unhappy. You would be not happy in that area. Look, and confirmation, Four of Cups. No, thank you. Let's see. Ooh. All right, so for Michelle, how would things be if Michelle moved back to Nebraska? Social battery drained. Yeah, fulfilling a fantasy reverse. You would feel like something is. Why am I hearing that TikTok sound? I think I'm gonna die in this house with like the creepy music. Okay, like you would feel like, oh, not. You would feel very distorted. You would feel like it's not what's making you happy. You would feel unmotivated. This is not the place for you. Okay, we got legal, something legal. Um, with the court reverse here is also here. Let's see. You may be around a lot of narcissists, or there could be a lot of narcissists out there. A lot of things would be unfair to you if you moved back. You would feel like you don't want to talk to anybody, or even if you do try to talk to people out there, you would feel like the communication is trash. Like the way people talk is not, you know, respectful, or it's hard to talk to the people out there. And yeah, we have cherry reverse. Oop. Yeah, so don't go against your intuition on that. So I don't know if you're actually thinking about moving back or not, but I do not see that playing out well for you. it would cause you a lot of stress. That's crazy. There were like no good cards in that spread. Oh my god. You said you were in the military before you left. You loved it when you were there, but like you said, your brother, and then got, yeah. I did get the gym rat card, so, or the gym bro card came out. So yeah, you could, work out and stuff, but that was like the only semi-positive card that I saw. Yeah, influences third-party attachments, peers. Yeah, so there would be other factors as that would kind of drive you crazy. Okay. All right. You said, what are some things that you need to work on? All right. In general, let's see. All right. So for Michelle, what are some things that Michelle needs to work on? Let's see. What are some things that Michelle needs to work on? Why does it keep setting it back? What the hell? Is it caught up? Okay. I don't know why it does that. Let's see. Anyways, what are some things Michelle needs to work on? Let's see. What are some things that Michelle can improve on? Let's see. What are some things that Michelle can improve on? Okay. Connecting. Why am I hearing education connection? What is that? What is that from? Is that what they say? Education connection? I don't know why I'm hearing that. But we have the lovers and the nine of pentacles, okay? So something you can work on is connecting more with people, okay? You may want to be more to yourself or more independent, okay? But try to talk to people more. You don't have to say a whole lot, but interacting even in small ways could be something that, we're working on communication. Maybe even being nicer. I'm not saying you're mean, but it's like to certain people with the way you come off, okay, could be kind of, very stern. So yeah, and I just saw the Ace of Cups in the middle of the deck, okay, so something you could work on or improve is the way you communicate, okay? Let's see. We have the Magician. Also, something you can work on is leaving situations in the dust and starting fresh, starting anew when they're not working, or not going back to certain situations and trying to improve them or, make them work again. Okay, so if something's not working for you, leave it, or if something's not, going in your favor, ditch it. Okay, let's see. Also, something you could work on is understanding that sometimes it's not going to be what your heart wanted it to be, okay? Or understanding that sometimes, you know, it's not what it was, or it's not what you thought it was, okay? So that, I feel like that applies in multiple areas of life, right? So if you thought, damn, I really wanted this to work out, or I really wanted that person to act right, but they're a sneaky hoe, Seven of Swords. Something you can improve on is understanding that sometimes it's just a disappointment. Sometimes people are just straight up disappointing, and there's nothing really that you can do about it other than pivot to what you should have around you, you know? So basically saying like stay away from things that are not improving, people that don't want to improve, situations that are not working, keep them in the past. Shut the door, throw the key, put the key, throw it in the ocean, okay? Don't go swimming in the ocean after you threw the key in the ocean to go find it. Let's see. Like basically stop retreating to past situations that are toxic. They are toxic. They are toxic, but that aren't working. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, and then you'll notice a lot of things, improving. Also, you'll feel happier, even if you're not. If even if you feel like you're not ready to fully leave certain things or dynamics in the past, when you actually do it and when you keep it in the past, you'll notice your life start really improving, especially in an emotional way, emotionally improving too. Let's see. Um, all right, let's see. So, what are some things that Michelle can improve on? Not being always in survival mode. Excuse me. Understanding that you have most of what you need around you. Okay. Being grateful for what you have around you, or showing more grace. That could also be something too, but I meant to say gratefulness, like showing more gratitude. That's the word. Showing more gratitude. Well, so like even if you feel like, oh, I am grateful for this and that, like, make sure to say, or even if you pray, if you say, dear universe, thank you. Thank you for, allowing me to wake up today. Thank you for um, allowing me to have a vehicle. Thank you for allowing me to get to and from my destination safely. Even the small things that sometimes people overlook, start saying or try to be more grateful, especially like out loud. Okay, let's see. And we have the bottle reverse. Also, something up here, something you can improve on is your studies. I think we talked about that before, but we have the professor, okay? Intelligent and wise. So you have the answers. You have the capability of, achieving, especially academically. But yeah, something you can improve on is your studies. Okay. Let's see. Also something about water. Drink more water. Okay. We also have church reverse. I don't know if you need to go back to church or more. Yes, praise God. I don't know. I don't usually tell people that. But praise whoever you worship. More. Tap more in with your spirituality or your religion, whatever you practice. Let's see. Yeah, and release. Work on releasing, and like I said, throwing away the key, whatever phrase you want to use. Make sure that once you let something go, keep it gone. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, and connect more. Something about your love life. That's one of the first cards that came out too. So something about your love life. Start getting out there more. You don't have to do it all at once, but start connecting with people more. Even if it's little by little. Okay. Be more playful. Play more games. Whoa, come on. Let's see. Clarify the feminine energy card here. Oh, something you can improve on is being with people that Yes, a lot of messages are from your love life too here. Um, Something you can improve on is being with people who allow you to be in your feminine energy. So if you feel like if you're in relationships or connections that are, always making you put in all the work, especially like the stuff that masculines are supposed to do, um, improve on being with people or men or whoever you date, um, and letting them be the leader. You know what I'm saying? It's not to say that you can't lead and be a boss yourself. I'm not saying that. But you know what I'm saying? Masculine, feminine energies, everybody has their own role, right? Even if, the gay people, they have the one who wears the pants and the one who's the more feminine person, even if they both switch off those roles at some point in their relationship, it's still, you know, there's got to be a healthy balance, right? Between masculine and feminine. Because it doesn't matter what gender you are, everybody embodies feminine energy and masculine energy. It's about when you use it and knowing when to not be in a certain energy, if that makes sense. Okay. Um, let's see, anything else? But yeah, you might do something, or you might tend to fill a void when it comes to your, like, I don't know if you shop a lot or something like that, but you might fill a void by like spending money or purchasing certain things. Okay, you are loved. Okay, you are loved, because we have feeling loved reverse here. You are loved, but you may not feel that way. Okay, so something you can improve on is focusing more on, I want to say, your love life. Dating is trial and error. But you may be afraid of like people getting close to you. We have fear of touch. So something about your love life is significant here. Try to connect more with people. Like I said, you don't have to do it all at once, but connecting more with people will definitely, practice makes perfect, or almost perfect. A lot of it is about getting more connected with the people around you, stepping back outside, allowing people to take, or allowing men to take lead, or whoever you date to take lead. You don't always have to be the one who's, doing the dirty work, okay? Aren't you a Virgo? You're a feminine sign. You should be in your, alongside Taurus and Libra. Those are feminine signs. Are you a Leo? Oh, okay. Period. I don't know why I thought you were a Virgo. You got Virgo placements? That's the next sign over. You're before Virgo. I know a lot of Leos. A lot of male Leos actually are my homeboys. They're insane. I love Leos, but some of them are absolute batshit. But it's not a bad thing. Ah. Unless you piss them off. Don't piss off a Leo. I feel like I can handle other fire signs because I'm also a double fire sign myself. I'm a Sagittarius sun, Aries moon, Scorpio rising. So I know intensity. But if you know your rising sign, then you might act like your rising sign more. Because your sun sign is who you are at your core, basically. Oh, really? Period. I think Sages are great. I just personally wouldn't take a Sagittarius man seriously. They all cheat. But they're great friends and friends with benefits. But I would never take a Sagittarius man seriously. What's tomorrow? Oh, I just got yours, TT. Okay, this is the last call. So, I'm black. I'm sub-Saharan African. I do have a little bit of Italian in me, but it's not much. I'm just pale. I'm one of the pale ones. But yeah. But I'm not sure what time I'm coming on tomorrow. It's probably in the evening. After 4-ish. I wear wigs. That's what y'all see in my profile photos and shit. I wear wigs. Period. You still spelling it like colleague? It sounds like colleague. That sounds like colleague, like work work situation. Colleague. All right, let me answer TT's question. Let's see. Thank you, Michelle. I'm not kicking you out. I don't kick nobody out unless they're being crazy. But let me answer Michelle's question. What's SA? What's what does that stand for, TT? You said what has your principal decided to do with let's see. Oh, it's their initials. Okay, got you. I was like, I don't know if that's a term or something. Okay, got you. Let's see. All right, so Shelby, what has TT's principal decided to do with Shelby? Let's see. That's my old friend's name. Whoa. Okay. What has the TT's principal decided to do with Shelby? Okay. Well, it's not looking great for her, so yeah. And the tower's at the bottom of the deck here too. I feel like the principal's gonna decide to make a quick decision eventually about what they want to do with this Shelby person. This Shelby person does not have a good rep or reputation in the workplace. For whatever reason, I don't know. But it's like the principal does not feel like Shelby should be there or still working there. Okay. She feels like Shelby's a very toxic employee or worker. This is not good. Five of swords, 40. Damn. It's almost like she wants to cut her off or remove her in some type of way. Yeah, 5 of wands too. I don't know what she did. Why is the principal like this towards Shelby? Let me see. Oh, because she doesn't do her job correctly. She doesn't put in the right amount of work. This is like, you know how sometimes when you work somewhere, it's like, how do you still have this job? How'd you get this job? Tokyo Tony, how'd you get this job? I'm wondering. Okay, like, this is, she feels like she needs to wrap it up. She needs to go somewhere else. I'm not saying she's gonna get fired, but it's like, the principal's wondering, how are you still, like, why are you still here? You know? Like, I'm sure somewhere else would love you. You know, this is, look, the death card, the 8 of cups, the lovers. Like, I'm like, this is not, something's not going to move forward. Just giving fired. It's giving, get out of here. Why are you still here? How are you still here? So I don't know what she did in the workplace. I'm seeing that with the 6 of Pentacles, she doesn't she doesn't do everything that she's supposed to do in the workplace, this Shelby person. So it's like someone expecting to have power, but then also not doing the work, you know? Like, picture, I don't know, for example, like somebody who has, the person, the coworker who sits around on their ass all day, and then they want to try to boss you around, and it's like, who are you talking to? Like, why are you even telling me anything? You know what I'm saying? It's like, how do you think you should have that type of authority over someone when you don't even put in the work, or you don't even do this? You don't even know what the hell you're talking about. It's like a alcoholic trying to tell you to stop drinking. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe you try that first. You know what I'm saying? Like, who are you? Who are you? Who are you to tell me anything? You know what I'm saying? So it's like she has this sense of entitlement that she doesn't deserve, and the principal notices that. You said she asked if she wanted to be in first or third grade. Um, yeah, she does feel like she has a lot of or she has enough say. But I don't see that. The principal does not see her that way. The principal sees her as like more of a nuisance than anything. Ooh, hold on. Let me see. 1 second. Also, if you guys have any more questions, send them on over now because it's the last call. I'll finish them out. If you guys have more questions, but the last call to send them is after TT here. Okay. Let me see. All right. So what's the principal decided to do about Shelby? Let's see. It's like her removing or wanting to remove the Shelby person from the workplace. She needs help. Or when she's asked to be helpful, the Shelby person doesn't follow through. Yeah, we have numbing, irrational behavior, addictions. My goodness. And she feels like she's a liar. So let's see. What is this person? Yeah, she. What do they say? What's that word? Pussyfooting. She feels like she's pussyfooting around. Okay, let me see. That reminds me of like when I was at a job I hated. I did not do shit. That's how you know I really don't fuck with something is if I'm like, ugh. You want me to do what? Oh, okay. Let's see. Oh. Did you send another one? Let me see. Let me see. Oh, I was like, who's Cowabunga? The app said Cowabunga. You got a payment. I was like, who's Cowabunga? Hold on. I was like, ain't no way that's somebody's name. Let me see. Okay. Alright, so for TT, I'm gonna pull a couple more oracle for that one. Let me see. What is TT's principal gonna do about Shelby? What is she gonna do when it comes to Shelby? Yeah, I was about to say because it's like she's in this kind of like limbo of I don't know what I should do with you, but I know I don't want you here for very long or much longer. Yeah, she feels like Shelby's more like baggage than anything. She feels like she's in Lollyland, La La Land all the time. Okay. She feels like she needs to get on elsewhere, like at a different place. I don't see a full decision being made yet, but I know that she's not happy with her being there. She feels like she needs to step it up. Yeah, Three of Swords. It's like, why did I hire you? Why did I hire you if you're not gonna do work? If you're gonna be acting like this and that, you know? All right, you said what clarity is coming after this AP leaves officially? Let's see. Okay, she tells you next week. Period. Let's see. Spotify. I didn't even know I had Spotify on my device here. All right, so for TT, what clarity is coming after the AP leaves officially? Let's see. Okay. What clarity is coming after oh my gosh, come on. Okay. Sorry, I was talking to my phone. Okay. There. Okay, so what clarity is coming to TT after the or what clarity is coming after the AP officially leaves? There's gonna be calmness. It'll be really quiet, and then things are gonna pick up very quickly. Okay, things are gonna move very fast in the workplace. But I feel like things will be better, to be honest. This is like people, yeah, more people feeling at home in the workplace, like at ease. Okay, the energy and the environment is gonna feel like a breath of fresh air, you know. So the clarity coming is peace, not having to feel like on edge, being able to work more independently. Some coworkers could feel like they were micromanaged by somebody or the AP. Let's see. It's like everybody can relax. Some people still may feel on edge when it comes to, like, even after the AP leaves, some people may still feel like some people may have a harder time adjusting to the fact that something's not as intense anymore. Okay, this is like telling somebody you can relax now. They're gone. They're not coming back. you know. I don't know. I'm not saying the AP was a bad person, but the AP they had people on edge. Okay, let's see. Let's see. What's the Three of Pentacles here? What clarity is coming to after the AP leaves? Yeah, I don't know why people are so on edge. Certain people are gonna be, acting like a scared puppy. Like they're gone. I don't know why it's giving scary boss energy. Like you could relax now. Let's see. Yeah, like you can relax now. Six of Swords. Ace of Swords, that's the truth. It's like more people are going to be able to speak more freely and not feel like they have to walk on eggshells around, you know, the AP. Alright, let's see. Okay. So for CT, what clarity is coming after the AP leaves officially? Let's see. What clarity is coming after the AP leaves officially? Okay. Look, peace. Peace, harmony, okay? Happiness. People feeling like they don't have to heal every day after going to work. Damn. I don't know. This AP could have done a number emotionally on these people. Yeah. Why does it keep coming out like that? Getting hurt, reverse, grief. My God, that's wild. I don't know what she did. Okay. Oh my goodness. Like restoring hope and faith in the community or in the school. Maybe it's a collective energy from the school, like, because I just said community. Let's see. Yeah, success. Okay. Yeah, that's crazy. More balance, better off, happiness. Oh my God, clear headspace. Damn. Everybody will be happy she's gone. Now we have apology reverse. So yeah, it's like a lot of people will be happy that she's not there. Yeah, that someone who played with their emotions or their lives is gone or will be leaving. You said exactly what I wanted to know if I was gonna come up in the energy. But I do feel like you're a part of this. We have dancer, yeah, player, expert of romance. Okay, dancer. It's like people getting their passion back. People getting more playful in the energy or in the energy in the workplace. Okay, people people feeling like they don't have to worry as much anymore. So yeah, and they hope she doesn't come back. We got repo reverse. They people hope she doesn't come back. That's the clarity is peace and balance and harmonious workplace. Yeah, seeing the beauty of this person not being there. Damn. It sounds like everybody does not like the AP like that. Ooh, but that's what I got. This person is not the best, not as liked. Ooh, my back. Alright, you guys, that is last call. It's about to be 8. Oh, it's Tuesday? Okay. Alright, I'll be on tomorrow in the evening, most likely. Yeah, I feel you. The energy for Shelby was not, it was not good. That one was very clear, like, no, she does not feel like Shelby should be there. Also, if anybody else is in here, I think it's Tuesdays and Wednesdays, maybe Thursdays, depending on the time. Um, I'm gonna be busy, probably later in the evening, but that's hilarious. That's hilarious. I was just about to say, because I'll be going to the gym with my friend, and he just messaged me talking about what am I doing tonight. That's crazy. I'm trying to get myself together. So we got plans to go to the gym in the middle of the week, and then it's game night. You are welcome. But if I'm up, I'll be on earlier during those days. It just depends. So he already know. That's hilarious. Alright. Adios, you guys. I'll see y'all later. Make sure notifications are on. Hopefully the algorithm picks up in a little bit. Or soon. Alright. Adios. Thank you.